What's going on, YouTube? What's happening? My name is Tito, and welcome back to Tito's Kicks. Today, I'm going to be giving you my top 10 Air Jordan 1s in my collection. Let's get it. But before I give you the top 10 list, I have to give you a few honorable mentions. And 1 through 8 was really easy because they were OGs. 9 and 10, now that was a little more difficult. So I had to pick within 37 pairs of shoes just to pick number 9 and number 10. So, without further ado, let me give you a few of these honorable mentions. The Blue Moons, they didn't make it. The Go Toes didn't make it. The Fearless UNC to Chicago's, they didn't make it. The Turbo Greens didn't make it. The All-Star 1s didn't make it. And the Obsidians didn't make it. Close, but not close enough. The Mochas, they didn't make it. The Derek Jeter 1s didn't make it. The Pine Greens didn't make it. The Biohacks didn't make it. The Yin Yangs didn't make it. And not too long ago, these suckers came out. And these are the Air Jordan 1 mid bands. They didn't make it. Close, but didn't make it. The low reverse breads, they didn't make it. The low gym reds, they didn't make it. So, sorry to all these, but they didn't make it. Now getting back to the top 10 list of my Air Jordan 1s. Coming in at number 10, the Bread Toe 1s. Thank you, Jasmine. The Bread Toe 1s. If you see the glitter on here, that means they're legit, y'all. You know the problem with the glitter. The Bread Toes, love this shoe. A lot of people, there was a lot of hype behind this shoe. Maybe it's because it looks like the Black Toes. Had to make my top 10. Coming in at number 10, the Bread Toes. Coming in at number 9 are the Game Royal 1s. Dope colorway. Love the blue, the hints of black with the white, not the cream. Not the cream, y'all. I hate that cream color. This one here, they made it perfect. As soon as I picked up the shoe, I knew it was going to be one of my top 10 shoes in my collection, just because of the colorway. But coming in at number 9, the Game Royal 1s. Boom. And coming in at number 8 is the OG Metallic Blue. This is an OG. Of course, me, it's OG over everything. That's why most of these shoes here didn't make my top 8 or my top 5, because I stand true to the OGs. The Metallic Blue 1s comes in at number 8. Coming in at number 7 is his sister, the Metallic Red 1s. This came out a few years ago. I have not worn it yet, but I love the white with the red and the bloody bottoms. You can't beat that, man. You can't beat that. OG over everything, like I said. This is my number 7 shoe. My number 7 shoe, yes. Coming in at number 6 is none other than the UNC 1s. Anything in the UNC colorway is fire. This right here was really, it was a tough decision for me, because I wanted to make a number 5, but it was just so difficult with the other OGs that I'm so in love with. But like I said, this baby blue with the white, this shoe right here is beautiful, and it's an OG. That's why I came in at number 6. Before I get to the last 5 Air Jordan 1s in my collection, please, if you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so I could give you more content like this. Because trust me, I have tons of Air Jordans, I have tons of shoes, and there's a lot of more videos where I'm coming from. So please, do that for me. Now, getting back to the top 10 list of my Air Jordan 1s. Coming in at number 5, the Shadow 1s. This right here is a true OG. The gray with the white and the black. I love this shoe. This shoe had to be on my top 5. I've always loved this colorway. This is fire. And that's the reason this came at number 5. I was debating between this one and the North Carolina one. And I love the blue, but this right here takes me back. So coming in at number 5 is the Shadow 1s. Coming in at number 4, the Royal 1s. I still remember a poster Michael Jordan got with this shoe over his shoulder and that tracksuit. This right here takes me back to 1985. This right here is a true OG, and it's a true classic. That's the reason this is the number 4 shoe on my list. Sneakerheads. But if they see this shoe, they know what it is. They know it's the Air Jordan 1 Bread. And that's the reason why this shoe is number 3 on my list. And coming in number 3 is none other than the Bread 1's. This shoe right here is number 1 in tons of people's list. Mine is number 3. Reason why? This shoe here was never worn by Michael in the court. He wore this in the All-Star Dunk Contest and in the commercial that said clank, clank, band. This was that shoe. But Jordan, I can't picture myself, or I can't remember watching Jordan play in these shoes. These shoes is what gave so many of the Air Jordan 1's its popularity. Because when they banned this shoe, which was actually not this shoe, it was the Airship 1's in the band colorway. That's what started everything. Then I think they switched off to this one. And this right here caused all that controversy. But what I don't understand is, if he never wore it in the court, on court, and he only wore it in the slam dunk contest, I don't understand why they would call it these the banned 1's when the airships were the banned 1's. It's confusing to me. If you want the whole story, there's a guy named Shoeseum. You go in there and he'll tell you the story about this shoe. But this shoe right here is very recognizable. A lot of people, there's a lot of people that are. Number 2 are the black toe 1's. Now, I remember Michael doing that commercial where he splits his leg. This right here is the shoe. I remember Michael playing in this shoe. This is a retro. This I do remember. I think when I think of Michael Jordan playing in the court, I don't think, and seeing the shoe, the Breads, I can't relate. I could relate with this because I seen him playing in these. I remember him playing in these. This is the reason why I took this over the Breads. Even though the Bread is a nice colorway and it's a lot of people's number 1, I just couldn't make it my number 1. I understand the hype, but I do like the black toes. That's why this came at number 2 on my list. Now, coming in at number 1, come on, man. Come on, man. Was there a need for me to say this? This is the greatest Air Jordan 1 of all time. The Air Jordan 1 Chicago. Listen, this by far is the most iconic Air Jordan 1 probably of all time. This right here yells out Chicago. When you think of those great players like Derrick Rose, Kevin Garnett, Dwayne Wade, Anthony Davis, Isaiah Thomas, Artis Gilmore, and the kid that passed away, Ben Wilson, this says Chicago. This is why this is my number 1 shoe, my number 1 Air Jordan 1 of all time. This came out in 2015. Now, Michael Jordan wore this shoe all the time. If I'm not mistaken, I think he came back in 1995 and he put this shoe on. I think it was 95, 96. I'm not really sure. But this shoe right here to me is Chicago. Not just because I'm from Chicago. This right here is the top dog. This is the pound for pound champion. This is the numero uno. This right here, in a lot of collectors' lists, this is number 1 because of the iconicness of the shoe. That's why this one had to be my number 1 shoe, my number 1 Air Jordan 1 shoe in my collection by far. Thank you so much. And don't forget, smash that like button if you like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Get it.